Sundered is an exciting Jotun game that follows Ishi, a traveler in a lonely universe. The game requires players to travel perilous dungeons filled with nightmare creatures and fight monsters with corrupted artifacts. The Magnet of the Gong update adds functionality for up to 4 players in local co-op multiplayer. See beautiful hand-drawn imagery, fierce clashes with foes, spectacular boss fights, local co-op, customizable gameplay with upgrades and character builds, and over 15 hours of gameplay are among the highlights. An abandoned maintenance robot discovers a girl called tRrLM on the verge of death in a planet tainted by deadly fungus. She is the last person left and is extremely vulnerable to the fatal circumstances of the outer world. To assure her survival, the robot and decommissioned AI Factoria construct a terrarium for her. To help tRrLM's health and the terrarium, the robot must journey into the wasteland to acquire supplies while facing vagrant machines and aberrant monsters. As they fight through dynamically generated stages in turn-based combat, players must carefully select their loadout. Madeline, a Towerfall character, sets out on an exciting mission to conquer Celeste Mountain, a massive mountain loaded with over 700 screens of severe platforming difficulties and devious surprises. The game has a charming cast of characters and a beautiful story of self-discovery, making it a compelling narrative-driven adventure. The controls are simple and basic, yet there is a lot of expressive complexity to learn behind the surface. Each death is a good lesson, driving Madeline to better and overcome the mountain's perplexing obstacles. Players confront flesh creatures, enormous mech robots, and cuddly kittens in maze-like dungeons in this bullet hell dungeon crawler. With over 40 different gun types and unique features like auto-aim bullets, long-range laser beams, or bursting rounds, enemy engagements are hard and not randomized. Players may also improve their characters' respawn timings and movement speed to better fit their gameplay style. Epic set-piece boss battles, skill advancements, a distinctive 2D graphics style, monster closet combat riddles, and a handcrafted, consistent experience are all included in the game. The game immerses you in a bleak future as one of 5 robotic ninjas. Throughout 8 levels, players must battle the tyrant Bangler and his henchmen. Players can take on the task alone or with buddies. Tango Project, the game's original creators, have improved the audio-visual experience with new characters, unique moves, breathtaking 16-bit pixel art graphics, and a rejuvenated music. Players may exhibit their talents and compete against combatants from all around the world using an online rating system.
Let's do this!
Here I come!
Dranya the Dusk Witch and her apprentice Luca arrive in Refrain disguised as a traveling puppet show. The Well of Kalaza, which leads to a maze packed with treasures, monsters, traps, and deadly fog is their aim. The sole person who investigated the Labyrinth lived to tell the tale, publishing his discoveries in a book called the Tractatus de Monstrum. Dranya conquers the Labyrinth with this information and her puppet army. Fast-paced battle, a large maze, and the chance to assemble an unbeatable army are all characteristics of the game.
Now, Tractatus de Monstrum, go forth and...
Team, unite up!
This game lets players to manage 100 heroes at once, demonstrating Platinum Games' fluid controls and dynamic action. The game has over 100 distinct characters, each with its own backstory and symbol, and the Unite Morph system allows players to quickly swap between weapons. Hang gliders, bridges, and riddles are all included in the game to help you cross chasms and conquer obstacles. The ultimate objective is to save residents and urge them to work together. The game takes players through cities, the ocean below, the jungle, and other intriguing areas.
Azure
Striker GUNVOLT 2 is a fast-paced, action-packed game featuring GUNVOLT and Coven, 2 playable characters each with their own set of powers and weaponry. While uncovering the truth behind the Sumeraji group's evil ambitions, players must cross perilous stages filled with deadly monsters and adversaries. The game features precision platforming, tight controls, and a number of game modes, including score attack and boss rush. The Striker Pack contains a character customization system that allows users to customize their character's skills and loadouts.
Electrifying adventure in a whole new way. Inglorious 60.
Morning has broken warm and sunny.
The eldest child of the Richter family is stuck in a remote country property when 3 attackers come in and kidnap his parents. Ben must find a method to save his family while his parents are detained and his sister is hidden. The game blends elements of drama, mystery, and horror to create an evocative and frightening environment. With stealth and exploration action, players must outwit invaders and protect their family. The immersive experience keeps players on the edge of their seats, merging aspects of drama, mystery, and horror.
Joins the series of unsolved mysterious disappearances that have swept the region for 2 years.
The Space Invaders Invincible collection is a graphic overhaul of all games that improves on the original resolution. With the exception of a sound-based Easter egg, the collection is basic. The majority of games lack sound and feature ancient visuals. The classic sprite work of these games, on the other hand, gives them a delightful and hassle-free approach to examine an essential chapter in gaming history. The collection's goal is to conserve arcade oldies in a more contemporary format, allowing for a more enjoyable and hassle-free experience with these arcade classics.
Arms during your slam attack, where you can avoid.
Jotun is an exhilarating action-adventure game based on Norse mythology. Players take on the role of Thora, a Viking warrior attempting to show her value to the gods in order to obtain admittance into Valhalla. They must go across Norse purgatory in pursuit of strong runes that can be used to summon Jotun giant Norse elementals. Players fight 5 epic Jotuns reflecting diverse parts of Norse mythology with a giant 2-handed axe, the blessings of the gods, and their own talents. Valhalla mode provides an even harder challenge, with more powerful variants of the Jotun.
Distract him.
Children of Silentown is a fascinating and adorable point-and-click adventure game. Lucy, a scared youngster, has reached the age where she may investigate the mystery town and its perilous surrounds. The game has a distinct 2D visual style, soundtrack, and a cast of eccentric people and animals to interact with. Players may interact with other children in the village by playing minigames, and there is a cruel cat that is programmed to annoy Lucy at any given opportunity. To solve the mystery of Silentown, the game promotes exploring, puzzle solving, and mastering minigames. The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince is an enthralling story that appears to have been stolen from the pages of an intriguing ancient fairy tale. It tells the narrative of 2 souls who find consolation in each other's presence owing to a common misunderstanding. Players must fluidly swap between the shapes of a wolf and a princess to solve difficult puzzles and escape deadly traps in order to conquer numerous challenges and obstacles. Players may uncover shards of priceless memories by gathering flowers and petals, while expertly navigating the scary and treacherous jungle. Ultracore is a 16-bit run-and-gun game inspired by vintage 2D action games. It was created in the 1990s by Digital Illusions and was initially named as Hardcore before being discontinued. The original game data was found and converted for contemporary hardware after 25 years. Players must cross 5 large stages loaded with boss fights while gathering new weapons and improving them. Character motions may now be precisely controlled thanks to modern twin-stick controls. The retro-inspired mood is enhanced by an optional synthwave music. The Westone team has finally revealed a long-lost arcade gem, a ROM polished with the assistance of strictly limited games. The pixel graphics, which was regarded excellent at the time, has held its enchantment throughout the years. Players may embark on a journey in a fantasy realm, jumping, running, picking up, and hurling opponents to win multipliers and improve their high score. They may also play with 2 pals to defeat Dr. Hangyo or compete for the greatest score in a friendly tournament. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.